No, last year was the first year I did it. All right. We need a number. I don't know what to do. Right with my finger. Order these decimals from least to greatest. When we are ordering from least to greatest, first we need to write them up and down. Okay? Then we need to put zeros anywhere that there's a blank spot. Do we have any blank spots up there that need a zero?
The first one.
The first one. Can I compare the ones place?
No.
No, because they're all a 7. Can I compare the tenths place?
Yes.
Yes.
Two of them have an 8 and one has a 0.
Because I have an 8 and I have 2 8s and a 0. So what's going to come first?
7 and 8 hundredths.
7 and 8 hundredths. Now, can I compare the 8s? Nope, I got to go to the next one. Have a 0 and a 3. What's going to come next?
7 and 8 tenths.
And then the greatest one is 7 and 83 hundredths.
I didn't get number 3.
Okay, so number 3, which number has the least value? Okay, so let's do those just the way we did these. We have 3 tenths, we have 303 thousandths, and we have 33 thousandths. We want the one that is the least, okay? Can I compare the ones place? No. Can I compare the tenths place? Yes. Which one is the least? I have 3, 3, 0. Which one's the least?
0.
The 0. So it's going to be 33 thousandths. Number 4. Which number has the greatest value? So I'm going to write those down. I've got 5 and 9 thousandths, 5 and 950 thousandths, and 5 and 5 tenths. Add 2 zeros. Can I compare the ones place? No. Can I compare the tenths place? Yes. I have a 0, a 9, and a 5. And I want the one with the greatest value. So which one is that going to be?
The
The one with the 9. Okay. All right, number 5 asks us to write a number between 101 and 25 hundredths and 101 and 52 hundredths. So, who wrote a number for that? What'd you write, Josh?
I wrote 101 and 32 hundredths.
All right. What else could I put there?
101 and 42 hundredths. Or 43. Oh, you just looking for the number that's between.
It can be any number between those. Doesn't matter, okay? It could be 101 and 26 hundredths because that's between, okay? Doesn't matter. Everybody can have something different for that one as long as it's between those two numbers, okay? Doesn't matter.
Does there have to be multiple or can it just be one?
It can just be one. I just asked you to write one. So you don't have to have multiple. You just need one.
Okay.
All right, now let's look at number 6. Let's do this. I'm gonna make this big so we can see it, and then I'll just move it after we do 6, 7, and 8. Will that work? When we are adding and subtracting decimals, what do we have to do?
Line up the decimals.
Line up the decimals. So I've got 7 and 62 hundredths plus 563 thousandths.
And you have to add a 0.
I've got to add a 0 and bring my decimals straight down. Okay? Now, you've got all of this room over here that you can show your work. Okay? And I'm going to show you what I want you to do with the answer in just a second. 0 plus 3 is
3.
2 plus 6 is
8.
6 plus 5 is
11. Carry.
1 plus 7 is,
8.
so I want you to write your answer right here and put a box around it. Number 7. Where's my decimal for the 6?
You know, it's behind it.
It's behind it. So I've got 6 with a decimal behind it minus 7/10. What do I need?
A 0.
A 0. Now I can subtract just like normal. Bring my decimal down. 0 minus 7.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. So what do I have to do?
Borrow from the 6.
Borrow from the 6. 10 minus 7 is
10 minus 7 is
3. 5 minus 0 is
3. 5.
5. So our answer is 5 and 3/10. For number 8, I have 6 and 4800 minus S. For S equals 3 and 9/10. So what do we have to do?
Put for the S 3.9.
3 and 9/10. So then I'm going to go over here and do my work, okay? 6 and 48 minus 3 and 9/10. What do I need to add?
0 behind the 9.
0 behind the 9. 8 minus 0.
8 0.
4 minus 9.
Can't do that. You have to borrow from the 6.
14 minus 9. 5. 5 minus 3.
2.
So what's my answer?
2 and 58 tenths. Hundredths. Yep, I'm sorry.
All right, I want you to work on the next 2. You need to make sure you show your work. All right, for number 9, how many numbers did we have to add together?
3.
3. Make sure that after you added the first 2, you went back and added the third one. Okay, don't forget that. What'd you get, Josh?
33 and 2 cents.
2
Hundredths.
hundredths.
I'm sorry.
Yep, it's fine. I know, it's hard.
Miss Bird had a poster where she wrote like to each side the thousands place,
Mm-hmm.
and before the decimal and after, and we would write a decimal on there. And so like if we did like a test, she would leave it up there so we
So you
remember
could see it.
what place value it would be.
All right, where's my decimal for 18?
Behind the 8.
Behind the 8. Can I do that?
No.
What do I have to do?
Add 2 zeros.
All right, y'all, I want you to pay attention. Okay, this is where some people today have mixed this up just a hair bit. 0 minus 5.
Can't do it.
Can't do it, so I've got to borrow, okay? I can't borrow from the 0, But I can borrow from the 80. If I take 1 from 80, it turns to what?
70.
70. 80 minus 1 is
70. 7.
80 minus 1 is
Oh, 79.
79. So if I've got 80, I'm going to take 1 from it and make it a 79. Now, 10 minus 5.
10 minus 5 is 5.
9 minus 4.
9 minus 4 is 5. Add the decimal.
7 minus 6.
7 minus 6 is 1.
I'm sorry, 7 minus 1.
Oh, 6.
So what's my answer?
6 and 55 hundredths.
All right, number 11. Do you have your work? Number 11. Rodney bought a new book for $15.75 and 2 new CDs for $12.99 each. How much did Rodney spend all together? So what are you going to have to do? Where's your paper with your score?
Aww.
Going up 1 point is better than none. So that's good. That's okay. 1 point's better than none. Have a good day. So, how much did he spend on the CDs?
He spent $12.99 on each.
But how many did he get? How many CDs did he buy?
2.
2. So what are we going to have to do to that $12.99?
Multiply by 2.
Multiply by 2. And when we multiply decimals, we line up our numbers, not our decimals. 2 times 9 is 18. Write my 8, carry my 1. 2 times 9 is,
18
plus 1 is,
19.
write down my 9, carry my 1. 2 times 2 is,
4.
plus 1 is,
5.
2 times 1.
It's 2.
And how many numbers do I need behind the decimal?
2.
2. But he also bought a what?
A book.
A book. So we've got a book for $15.75, and our CDs were $25.98. Bring down my decimal. 5 plus 8 is,
5 plus 8 is 14.
try again,
13.
13. Carry my 1. 1 plus 7 is,
8.
plus 9 is,
17.
5 plus 5 is,
10.
plus 1 is,
11.
1 plus 1 plus 2 is 4. So how much did he spend?
$41.73.
Very good, 73 cents.
Now I got it right.
You got it
I
right.
didn't get it right.
But you said it right. 41 and 73 hundredths. That is right.
It was the cents though.
That's fine. All right. I want you to flip over to the back to number 12. It's in the middle. It's the second page. All right. This is where we're going to do some multiplying. So we're going to work this first one together, okay? Because a lot of times we've done the lesson on adding and subtracting. We did the lesson on multiplying. We've done the ones on the dividing. We've done word problems where we mixed them up. We did equations where we mixed them up. And we're mixing them all up today, okay? And so it can be kind of murky to get your brain to fire correctly up there when we're switching, okay? So we have 3/10 times 800. Now, I told you when we talked about multiplying, do you want the longer number on the top or the longer number on the bottom?
The top.
The top. So this one is the longer number. So we're going to put it on the top, okay? So we're going to put 800 on the top and 3/10 on the bottom. 3 times 8 is
24.
24. So I'm going to write my 4, carry my 2. 3 times 0 is,
0.
plus 2 is,
2.
3 times 0 is,
0.
and how many numbers do we need behind the decimal?
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3.
You have a second?
You have your work.
Yes.
You get to keep that. And you got your name. All right, thank you. Have a good day. So our answer is 24 thousandths. Now for number 13, what number are you going to put on the top? The longer one. So which one?
2.36. And
All right, I want you to work that one.
Are we going to be able to finish this?
Today, no.
I thought so because the last time I checked, I just checked recently and it said 11:30.
Nope, not today. What'd you get?
I got exactly that.
No way.
I know.
What? All right, number 14. Which number you gonna put on the top?
1 and 73.
All right, I want you to work on that one. Where's your review paper? Go get it.
Oh, what? Okay. I got everything mixed up there. I need this.
No. 28 times. Yep, turn to the next page.
This.
Yep, turn to the next page. Number 18 says, an object on the surface of the sun would weigh around 28 times as much as it weighs on Earth. How much would a 202 and 8/10 pound man weigh on the sun? So it says 28 times. So what operation are we going to do? Multiplication. So we've got to do 202 and 8/10 times 28. What's 8 times 8?
64.
64. Write my 4, carry my 6. 8 times 2 is
16.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
22.
22. Write my 2, carry my 2. 8 times 0 is,
0.
plus 2 is
2.
2. 8 times 2 is
16.
16. All right, I'm going to go to the next row. I'm going to mark out my 8 and put a 0. And everything I carried, what am I going to do?
Mark it out.
Mark it out. 2 times 8 is
16.
16. Write my 6, carry my 1. 2 times 2 is,
4.
plus 1 is
5.
5. 2 times 0,
0.
2 times 2.
2 times 2 is 4.
4 plus 0,
4.
2 plus 6,
8.
2 plus 5,
7.
6 plus 0,
6 plus 0 is 6.
and 1 plus 4.
5.
How many numbers do I need behind the decimal?
2. 1. There's
Just
no
one.
decimal under 28. Oh.
Just 1. So, that man would weigh 5,678 and 4/10 pounds. It's a lot, isn't it? Justin's like, whoa, that's a big person. But it's not. It's just that the pull of gravity is greater on the moon. Because it's greater on the moon, the man's going to weigh more on the moon.
If he was actually standing on the sun, he wouldn't weigh nothing. You know,
He burned.
All right, let's look at number 19. Number 19. All right, we have 95 hundredths divided by 5. When we divide decimals, what do we have to do?
Move the decimal over.
No. Well, do I need to?
No.
No, I don't need to. So what do I need to do here?
Raise the decimal straight up.
Straight up. How many times will 5 go into 0?
0.
0. How many times will 5 go into 9?
Once.
1. 1 times 5 is?
1 times 5 is 5.
How many times will 5 go into 45?
9 times 8.
9. 9 times 5 is?
Huh?
9 times 5 is?
45.
45. So my answer is 19 hundredths. I want you to work on number 20.
we're going to Miss Simmons.
Miss Simmons.
Okay. Remember, you have a test on Monday.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, number 20. One of the tricky parts with number 20 is to make sure when you do 1 divided by 6, that's 0. You've got to make sure that you put your 0 up here on top of the 1, okay? That's one thing that some people miss. Number 21. What do we have to do to number 21?
Move the decimal.
We've got to move the decimal. So for 21, you should get 81.
Just 81.
Can I get a scratch paper?
Sure. There's a whole basket full right there on Josh's table. How many times will 12 go into 6?
0.
62.
62. 4.
5 times 12 is?
60.
How many times will 12 go into 27?
We're going to 60. No, 27. 2.
2. 2 times 12 is?
24.
How many times will 12 go into 33?
2.
2. 2 times 12 is?
24.
How many times will 12, can we have a remainder of 9?
Nope.
No, so I add a 0. How many times will 12 go into 90?
Start at
7 times 12 is?
84.
How many times will 12 go into 60?
5.
So your answer is 52 and 275 thousandths.
Dang.
I know. All right, I'm gonna give you just a second to make sure that you have all of that work, and then we're gonna move on to these word problems right here, okay? Because I really want to talk about those for a second.
Okay.
Number 23, if 4 people equally share a bill for $14.54, how much should each person pay? So, what are we going to have to do to that $14.54?
Divided by 4.
Divide it by 4, okay? So we've got $14.56 divided by 4. How many times will 4 go into 1?
9, 0,
14.
14,
3 times 4 is,
12,
how many times will 4 go into 25?
6,
6 times 4 is,
24,
how many times will 4 go into 16?
4,
4 times 4 is,
16.
so how much does each person have to pay?
$3.64.
$3.64. Anna cut some wood that is 3 7/75 meters long into 5 pieces of equal length. How long is each piece?
Wait, where did you get 16?
Your phone thing.
4 times 4, huh?
Your phone stopped recording.
Okay.
It's still recording. It's at 20%.
Anna cut some wood that is 3 7/75 meters long into 5 pieces of equal length. How long is each piece? So what are we going to have to do with that piece of wood? She has a piece of wood and she wants to make 5 pieces out of that wood. So what are we going to do?
Times.
All right, let's look. She has this big long piece of wood.
If
Okay.
she cuts it in half, and she's dividing.
So she wants it into 5 pieces. So she's what?
Dividing.
She's dividing because she wants 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. So we've got to break it up into equal pieces. So we're going to take 3 7/75 and divide by 5. How many times will 5 go into 3?
0,
37,
37, 7,
25,
25, 5.
So how long is each piece of wood?
55.
7,500 meters long is each
Whenever we
piece
get
of
finished
wood.
with this one, can we go back to that number 22?
Yes. All right, I'm going to leave that up there while I read number 25, and then I'm going to take that off, okay, because I need to clean up my workspace just a hair bit. Billy has 3 6/10 liters of juice. How many 2,500 liter containers can he fill? So, what am I going to have to do with those numbers? I have 3 6/10 liters of juice. I've got to divide that up into 2,500 liters containers. So what am I going to have to do?
Wait.
I'm going to have to divide. I've got to take my 3 6/10 and divide it by 2,500. Because I have a whole big amount and I'm going to pour some into each container. So what am I going to have to do first to divide this?
Decimal.
Move my decimal. How many times?
2.
How many times will 25 go into 3?
25 going to 0.
36.
Once.
110.
4.
4. 4 times 25 is? Can I have a remainder?
No.
Nope. We just said that 25 will go into 100 4 times. So, how many containers can he fill?
You can fill 144 or 14.4
Yes. All right, now I have a trick question. How many containers can he fill completely?
14.
14 completely. If he wanted to use it all, if he wanted to use all of the liquid, how many total containers would he need?
Wait, what?
Wait a minute. If he wanted to use all the juice, he wanted to pour all the juice into containers,
15.
he would need 15 containers to use up all the juice. Yes. All right, let's look at 26. Ken will use 87 kilograms of cornstarch to make gift bags of slime for his friends. If each bag requires 1,500 kilograms of cornstarch, how many bags of slime can he make?
Multiply.
So, this is his total, okay? And we've got to divide it to figure out how many total we can make. So we are going to divide 87
Not a dividing.
by 1,500 because it makes you multiply, it makes you subtract. So we've got to move our decimal. How many times will 15 go into 8?
0.
How many times will 15 go into 87?
5. And that is 75.
How many times will it go into 120?
120. Maybe 7 or 8.
All right, so if he can make 5 8/10 bags of slime, how many can he really make?
6.
Can he make 6?
What?
Does he have enough to make 6?
No.
No, so how many can he make?
5.
5. All right, work on this next page.